slave trader didn't take some savage out of Africa. He took a human being, sold him like an animal, and separated him from his family. America invented the cruelest slavery in the history of the world because it broke up black families. After slavery was over, America kept breaking up the black man's family. And that's some awful history to teach. Now, if you want to look history right straight in the eye, you're going to get a black eye. Because it isn't important whether a few black heroes got lost or stolen or strayed in America's history textbooks. What's important is why.
All the world's a stage, we are simply slaves in this modern time slave day trade, trying to figure out things through the maze, but sometimes our minds are stuck in Plato's cave, trying to figure out how to get paid, trying to just live for today, live for tomorrow, live through the sorrow, live through the pain with nothing to gain. Lord knows the world is insane, yet I live with no metaphysical chains. We have this metaphysical stage, living on this physical plane, raising frequencies every day, so the world can be on the same page. The world must come together in this day and age. If we all aren't free, we are still slaves. If we all aren't free, we are still slaves. See, now we are slaves to the game. See, now slaves to the gold chains, slaves to social media controlling our brain waves, slaves to the system controlling our ways. That's why Mr. West said we are new slaves. So good Lord, what does this mean? Free your mind, free your team. Free your mind, digest the tryptamines. Then you will begin the lucid dream. Then you will begin from sea, the shining sea. Then you will begin to see what I see. This is all cerebral high C. Pour up a drink, you'll see what I mean. Before you know it, you'll know a Tai Chi. Then you won't have to say, why me? Then you will see the synchronicity in this beautiful reality. You must understand there's duality. Please do not become a casualty. If we all aren't free, we are still slaves. If we all aren't free, we are still slaves. If we all aren't free, we are still slaves. We are still slaves. We are still slaves. So come on, my family, we must save the day. We must do it till the world says hooray. We must do this so we can raise our children without these darkened days. And we'll do this all minus the praise. If we all aren't free, we are still slaves. If we all aren't free, we are still slaves. We are still slaves. We are still slaves. See, now we are slaves to the game. See, now slaves to the gold chains, slaves of social media controlling our brain waves, slaves to the system controlling our ways. That's why Mr. West said we are new slaves. That's why all the world is a stage. You don't get it, but we are merely slaves. Slaves to the game, slaves to the chains, slaves of social media controlling our brain waves, controlling our ways, controlling our waves, controlling our ways, controlling our waves. We must stand up and stop being slaves. Not alone, yet together we can save the day. Because all the world's a stage for my people to say hooray. Because now I believe we are freed slaves. Yeah, we are freed slaves. Yeah, we are free slaves. Soul food, old news, and I saw what's on the news. These kids, they're like me, they got no home, got no food. My people and I have been having the blues. Soul food, old news. I'm just talking to the masses. You people with $1 million, are you blind? Where are your glasses? If you put these homes on your credit, let the government pay for it. Don't you get it? Section 8 and HOC give the kids what they need to succeed. Section 8 and HOC give the kids what they need to succeed. I got this dream to buy back the block. Each homeless person can fit 3 a room in a spot. A 3-bedroom, that's 9 homes. Each spot only 50K, that's not many bones. Just to give homeless a home. Just to give homeless a home. just to give homeless a home, just to give them a home. Soul food, old news. Soul food, old news. Soul food, old news. Old news. This will allow them to reintegrate into society, give them jobs and stimulate our economy. Give them back to a time then apply. Feel like the government lying to me. Are they lying to me? There are solutions for our first world problems. If each millionaire just put up some dollars, we could become a self-sustaining Valhalla. A self-sustaining Valhalla. We can lace up our people. The unfortunate series of events cannot be our sequel. That can only be the prequel. We can give them change in life, a new sequel. A day, a new sequel. Soul food, old news. Soul food, old news. Soul food, old news. Old news. To understand the turmoil we were in, we can stop all the pain and all the sin. We can finally give back to ones who need it most. The ones with all the pain and no hope. Who shoot up drugs because that's the only love they get. Who sell their souls because when they hit the curb, this is it. This is the equation to solve our people's problems. Homeless get a small check, so let's resolve this. Put it together, let's add it up. A mortgage will only cost a couple bucks. 50K split, 15 years, that's only $3,333 a year. Is the equation not clear? Is the equation not clear? That's only $3,333 a year. Is that not clear? Soul food, old news. Soul food, old news. Soul food, old news. Old news. Use the pennies to build 4 walls. Use your power and influence to make homeless against the law. If you charge each homeless person $100 a month after they get a job, a 3-bedroom, a total 9 people, that's a bunch of dough. Cause you would triple up what mortgage initially costed, yo. What it initially costed, yo. You people would turn profits and made people homes with profits. Parabolic. You can be playing Monopoly and we won't stop it till everyone is home and there's no hunger in the streets. God forced me to say everything I have to say. Please God don't save me for them, for I'll be okay. Judges homeless that lives on the streets and eats another day. I hope these families can live and just eat today. Soul food, old news. Soul food, old news. Soul food, old news. Old news. Soul food.